This is field prep for Faber Field. As you can see, we've gotten the hose out of the green box, and Todd is going to show us how to hook it up. First thing you always do is water the field.
Yeah, so turn it on just a tiny little bit. If you turn it on just a tiny little bit, then when you put it in here, it won't splash up as much. So if you look in here, there's a notch right here, and then that notch fits right in here. I don't know if you can see the right here. So you just line up the notch and then turn it. Oh, you don't turn it on that much. Now it's on. And then and you want to just wet it a little bit and try not to get it to puddle and make it muddy. Just a tiny little bit. And then that makes it so it doesn't explode so much when you pull it out of here. And then roll up. Just make sure there's no knots in it. Looks like there's some knots in it from before. Make sure you open this up so when you roll it up, the water will drain out of the hose. If you leave that closed and then roll it up, all the water stays in the hose and it's super heavy when you take it back in. So as you're rolling it up, the water should just drain out.
Go ahead.
Again, keep it nice and flat so the kids don't trip over it. So you just drag it out. You don't have to drag over the bases, you can drag around them. Just make it look nice. The grass. Oh, so stay 6 inches away from the grass so you don't tear up the edge of the grass. Okay, so for the pitcher's mound, you don't drag, you use the rake. You try to fill in any holes. Rake from the outside inside to fill up the holes.
Go ahead.
We're going to fill in these holes here. Push it from the outside in.
Go ahead.
We are cleaning up the base. Make sure it's in the right position, stably. So just clean up the dirt a little bit.
Good.
Okay, ready? Okay, so now I'm placing the base on top of the hole. So just make sure this is on the stable position. If not, you can change that to a different and make sure this is working okay. If not, do some cleanup.
Oh no, I wonder if we can get a full player back. I know, I said. Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Jonathan Cohen and Noah Cohen supposed to be 7 and Jonathan.
Maybe this is not. Now you're putting the real base on top.
Yeah. Okay.
Normally, we'll leave the plug away from the field. Just leave it in the corner here is fine.
The batter's box is actually pretty easy. You just line the little handles up with the side of home plate, make it longer in the back so they're not perfectly centered, so the longer side goes behind home plate. Then you drag along in the inside of the frame, and then that's what you'll use to paint the line. Drag out the line there.
Yep.
Alright, make sure you shake up the can really well, especially in the morning. Sometimes you can't even hear the marble bouncing around in there, so shake it up really good. And when you put it in here, you want to show them.
I leave it in the corner.
When you put it in here, make sure that when this device sprays it, it needs to be wide. If you do it this way, the line is going to be too narrow, so make sure you put it in so it sprays it wide. Now the good thing is you can't make a mistake. Well, if you make a mistake, it's easy to fix it. You just rub it out and try again. So don't worry too much about making it perfect. Lots of times when you do this, the spray can will just spray the dirt around, and if that happens, you just need to wet the dirt more. You can always touch up stuff by hand if you need to.
Okay, go ahead.
Kind of like borderline. So basically, what you do is just line up. Line up the corner, the inside corner of the bed box. So I line like this, and I guess just align with the outside corner. And I did the same thing on this corner. That should do it.
Let's put the nail in the back of home plate. And there's a hammer over here. And then you walk this out.
It's like, oh, okay. Gene told me about this.
Alright, so the important thing to remember is if you make a mistake, you can easily fix it. You can go back over bad spots by hand. So it's pretty easy. So if it starts getting too light, you can stop. You may have to switch cans, give it a shake, put it back in and keep going.
Ready, guys?
Use the same frame for the first base coat.
I didn't bring the coffee, but I'm ready to go.
Clearly, you want to align this outside line with the first base, like the outside corner.
For divisions where it matters, where halfway point between first and second and third, we usually measure it off where halfway is and just make a line by hand.
Okay, so you need to stand